Happy February, fellow historians! Although it's the shortest month of the year, February is worthy of excitement. And not just because of Groundhog Day, Valentine's Day, or even the occasional, there's one this year, Leap Day. February is important because it's Black History Month. Welcome back to another episode of 5-Minute Flashback. My name's Thanasiu, and today I'm going to tell you all about the history of Black History Month. It all started in 1915, only 50 years after the emancipation of slavery. To mark the anniversary, thousands of African Americans gathered in Chicago to celebrate the achievements and progress of their people since the destruction of slavery. Among the exhibitors at the 3-week-long celebration was Carter G. Woodson, a historian who studied at the University of Chicago and was only the second Black person to earn a PhD from Harvard at the time. Inspired by both the enthusiasm at the celebration and the lack of attention that had been paid to Black history throughout his education, Woodson decided to form an organization to promote the study of Black history and culture, and he called it the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, or ASNLH. He created an academic journal for the organization and encouraged Black intellectuals to publish their literary and historical work in it. By 1926, Woodson was pleased with the ASNLH's progress, but he desired even greater impact. In the hopes of encouraging educators and people across the country to learn about African American history and achievement, he sent out a press release declaring the second week of February Negro History Week. Now I know what you're thinking. I thought Black History Month was, well, a whole month long. Well, that's true today. It was not the case until 1976. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The second week of February seemed like the natural choice for celebrating Black History Week because it coincides with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. President Lincoln, whose birthday falls on the 12th of February, played an important role in Black history when he issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, and when he oversaw the passage of the 13th Amendment, which formally abolished slavery before his assassination in 1865. Frederick Douglass, whose birthday comes 2 days after Lincoln's on the 14th of February, was indispensable for the advancement of Black people in the United States. Born into slavery, Douglass taught himself how to read and write, and eventually became one of the nation's most fervent abolitionists. His autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, exposed the horrific experiences of enslaved people and garnered a good deal of abolitionist support in the North. Additionally, Woodson thought choosing the week during those two famous birthdays would help reframe how people thought about celebrating Black achievement. Woodson wanted it to be about more than the lives of two important men. He wanted to celebrate the Black community and their contributions to human civilization as a whole. Black History Week proved to be a success. As a result of industrialization at the turn of the 20th century, over 1 million African Americans had moved from the rural South to northern big cities, leading to an expansion of the Black middle class. Branches of the ASNLH spread coast to coast in response to the Black community's growing interest in their literature, history, and culture. By the 1960s, the civil rights movement and Black power organizations had inspired people more than ever to study Black history and culture. Negro History Week naturally evolved into Black History Month. And in 1976, President Gerald Ford officially recognized February as Black History Month and urged the public to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Since 1976, every president has continued this tradition and endorsed the yearly theme put forth by the ASNLH. This year, the theme is African Americans and the Vote to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote, and the sesquicentennial anniversary of the 15th Amendment, which enfranchised Black men after the Civil War. So there you have it. Black History Month is an exciting and important event that people all over the world look forward to each year. But I want to leave you all with this thought. Why wait until February or October to celebrate? There are so many fascinating individuals and events pertaining to Black history, so don't limit yourself to learning about them for only a month. That about wraps up this episode of 5-Minute Flashback. Don't forget to follow us on social media and keep an eye out for future content. Until the next one, go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.